Congressman Joe Kennedy announced today, August 6th, that the Newton Needham Chamber of Commerce was selected to receive a grant from the federal government. Now, the money will be used to fund a year-long competitiveness study to create a marketing plan for the N² corridor.
Today we were announced that the U.S. Economic Development Agency, the EDA, has awarded the N² corridor, the partnership between Newton, Needham, and the Chamber and the businesses here, a $100,000 grant, which will allow us to create an economic development plan for this area that we call the N² corridor.
The corridor is an extraordinarily great potential, and the prospect of having a long-term strategy for attracting investment in the region and doing a strategic plan to understand what type of investment needs to come into the region to make it more competitive, to attract businesses that are either here and looking to grow, or perhaps businesses that are looking to expand and come into New England or the greater Boston area.
The N² corridor is an area of about 500 acres and includes the Needham Crossing Office Park, as well as the Wells Avenue Office Park, parts of Highland Avenue and Needham Street. And really, it's already been a great success story between TripAdvisor and the other companies that have come here. We're seeing an increasing number of high-tech, life sciences, biotech companies interested in coming here. We're going to use this grant to further that growth.
Needham has been concentrating for many years on trying to maximize economic potential of this area. Because unlike residential property, business property generates more tax revenue, consumes less services, and helps provide jobs in the community.
I'm actively working with companies throughout the corridor on a daily basis, and have tried to be as involved as I can in helping continue the great progress that's being made so far.
In Massachusetts and New England, we traditionally have been very stubborn and isolated as communities. Every community kind of works on its own and doesn't really, and everybody asks for itself. So for years, Newton, Needham, and every other community in the same way went and asked for money. Usually they would go to the state or they'd go to the federal government and ask themselves. What's special here is that Newton and Needham finally went together with a nice plan, supported by the business community, asked for money to support the renovation of Highland Avenue and Needham Street, asked for money to support an economic development plan for the N² corridor, and in both cases we were lucky enough and fortunate enough to be recognized for that and get the funding that we needed. So it really is regional collaboration makes this area pretty special.
The funds from this grant, public funds from the federal government, matched with the private and nonprofit funding that the corridor has been able and the Chamber have been able to raise to show the commitment of the community is a really powerful message, and I think will serve them very, very well in the long term.
We're grateful to the EDA, we're grateful to the town of Needham and the city of Newton and the businesses here for working together so that we can make a plan not just for the next few years, but a long-term competitiveness plan that'll help both communities.